Well, 2021 was a year for everyone, as well as in the world. As probably you don't know that 2021 was one of the worst year ever since last year because many the COVID-19 pandemic still going, including Delta and Omicron variant, and then even the tragedy death of Helena Hodges, was a director photographer of some movies. And the most important, the one question is why the 2021 is a bad year. It's mostly in the many different countries and some bad, and the problems shut down all the places in the beginning of this month. But 2021 is another worst year. It's a mini great year for anyone. You got the TV series, so pretty much any Olympic. So the Olympic year 2020 was due on the gone, and 20, Olympics 2021 was um, going on, and in the still, and then we delayed to a year later. The last year was supposed to be COVID-19 happened, pandemic happened. You delayed it, you name. And then the 2021 was not only on the events, so all stuff is delaying due to COVID and vaccine. Don't forget vaccine because he had vaccine. JD McCurdy would be proud. Anyway, not only that, you also had the film and TV, as well as streaming. Become the streaming platform has become huge since last year, and this year it's all the thanks to all in, including the main competitor was Netflix, along with Amazon Prime and Disney Plus and some others. And even though they live in the US, Peacock, Hulu, and HBO Max, and we most recently, and yes, he launched in the Nordic countries, including Sweden, my country here in today, but and some others. But for me, I was pretty much 2021 was pretty considered a great year from. But we got a good movies. I will and TV shows mostly in Squid Game, and even the Bridgerton was got released last year, and the great series and the biggest of all was the Squid Game, like I mentioned, and then of course the most recent The Witcher, Emily in Paris, you name it, on Netflix as well as Amazon, The Boys, Invisible, and as well as for the Disney Plus series, with including the Marvel Studios MCU series like WandaVision and Loki and Hawkeye. Okay, whatever. Hawkeye, and among others, and it will be pretty much the future of the streaming wars. Were pretty much on the up top end. So let's not and then the movies on this. And also had the movies. You got amazing, great movies, including Free Guy, Last Night in Soho, The Green Knight, um, the Matrix restructions. I haven't seen it because Spider-Man No Way Home again. I haven't seen it. You name, and I and of course I went the Rafferman was a remake of a French film that's pretty well directed by Guy Ritchie and starring Jason Statham. And Ghostbusters Afterlife and of course it's not in theaters, but I've seen all the films in theaters, but it's not even in theaters. Eventually was releasing in the streaming platform. I'm talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League, or the Snyder Cut of Justice League, and it was only available on HBO Max, and it was epic. It was the biggest movie of the year and the biggest comic book movie all time for the decade. And this is one to do more. Now, I didn't know this people continued in the end of the Sack franchise that Warner Brothers did, but hell no. You know what? And the WB extended what Hamada, Tommy, Emmerich, Ansel, you name it. I have to say, Warner Brothers need to continue the our story arc. the Justice League story arc, DCEU story arc, the Snyderverse story arc. And we need to say, we need to hashtag restore the Snyderverse. I heard that Warner and Discovery merger was gonna be on the next year, 2022. This it was right before the New Year's Eve. It needs to be decided that we need to restore the Snyderverse. It was fire all it says is Tommy Eric, Watahamai, Anson, you name it, and bring JC Kalal to the chairman or CEO on in office, and bring Zack Snyder back and to finish the Snyderverse story arc. And that's what we get. We got Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Ultimate Edition, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. But what about Zack Snyder and only 3 films? But it's not over yet. But there's 2 more films. Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. And this probably and all those spin-offs and all that stuff, including the air cut, David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad. And this is one to do for a long time. And don't get me started the James Gunn the Suicide Squad. I don't care. People love this movie. I mean I didn't like it was okay film, but it was okay, but not as good as pretty much this jokes is pretty much, and I didn't care. This is the biggest flop in the entire universe for Warner and the on the streaming platform Discovery, HBO Max, and I don't really care. And so it goes to you, and so Peacemaker series. I don't know, because the same guy who played Peacemaker is John Cena was supporting Taiwan. Yeah, he's Chinese citizen now. Yeah, how you like that, pale gun? No one going to see, and I'm interested in all this Peacemaker series immediately because until the Discovery merger. So please hashtag boycott James Gunn immediately. Now! Also goes to also Peacemaker was Chinese citizen too because Taiwan's in a country, right? Anyway, not the other way. But anyway, back to what Aaron said. Uh, if you want to know if Warner Discovery merger gonna happen, along with the many good projects we're going to do, all step all the way, it's not going to be a Cossack thing. It's going to be an epic. It isn't going to be a new direction. And it's going to be a continue become the hugest, biggest comic book movie of all time. Need to restore the Snyderverse right now. And please, Warner Brothers and David Zaslav and this company, it's time to restore the Snyderverse to need continue our universe. So not the other way. I would say 2020, as probably the thing mentioned. This one thing is that I really would know to recommend to 2021 was mediocre year for this. But don't worry, the 2022 was going to be a huge, huge year. Not just for all the world or even in the COVID-19 decided to drop, watch it dance away, but this Snyderverse in general. And also Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder's next project, Rebel Moon, is not on produced by Warner Brothers, but on Netflix. So I will say the and learn that through working with the Army of the Dead universe. So despite that, we need to help. 2022 is going to be a huge year for the Zack Snyder's fans, and we want to do better. Restore the Snyderverse right now. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse, and hashtag release the ad cut. And please, and I like I said, the Suicide Squad was mediocre. I didn't like it. It was okay, but it is stupidest movie I have seen. But and so Peacemaker series because John Cena supporting Taiwan, Chonchino as we call that. Ha! Anyway, but please, Warner Brothers, release the egg cut already. Hashtag release the egg cut and hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Would you do better if Snyderverse will be restored? So that's what you get. Anyway, all that you do, please leave in the comment below. What do you tell you? What are your thoughts on 2021? And what do you think about gonna restore the Snyderverse? And we're gonna continue our universe in the DCEU. So, as probably you know, 2021 was a upset day today because the Golden Betty White from the Golden Globe series was on the Disney Plus and Hulu if you live in America, had recently passed away at the age 99 years old for a few days before the 100th birthday. It's pretty much, I pretty know I'm familiar with the Betty White. First heard watch on the Simpsons episode with Michelle uh, um, in the one episode with including the voice by the PBS, the parody of PBS was interrupted by the in productions, and then years later he also did in Family Guy episode was about Peter Aldica was was when Betty White was cameo in this. So I would say Betty White, we miss you so much, and thank you for being our friend. So again, please live in 2020. Hope 2022 is going to be good and it's going to be a bigger and better. And please hashtag restore the Snyderverse for now. So happy New Year, happy holidays. If you live in Sweden, God jul och god nytt år och and you see you guys and see you guys in 2022 and take care and stay safe and get vaccinated and I'll see and we love you. Happy New Year. Bye bye.